The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of What's the Script? We're now on Series 3, believe it or not, Episode 4, and we are once again today very glad and humbled to be sponsored by Tone Multimedia, and we thank him once again for his unwavering support and financial backing, which is very much appreciated. So thanks again, Tim. You take a wee break now. Don't feel obliged to sponsor us for the next 4 again. Just do Cam it, you somebody else. They're fighting us. How are you, Chris? All right, mate?
Aye, mate, just a wee bit sunburnt, but other than that, quite fine.
Quite fine, you'll say.
How about yourself?
I'm the same, mate. Same as you. I had a wee pair of teeth in the garden yesterday, and like most Scottish people, just no used to that big boy in the sky burning down in a fucking on your napper. So it kind of dehydrated us and made the wine go straight to my head, and it was rough this morning, mate. Aye. Yeah, again tonight.
That's it. I mean, you get 3 days of sun in Scotland, so we'll make the most of it.
So usually people say, how do you know it's summertime in Scotland? The rain's warmer. That's a fair warm rain, that. It's like being in a power shower with your clothes on. But it was my pick this week, and I picked 1980 comedy classic. Airplane, mate. Airplane.
Aye. It's superb, but it's like you don't kind of get these films anymore. Know what I mean? It's just not one part of it is serious at all.
It's unwavering slapstick and daftness. Just mental. It ties in, as you say, mate. At that time, there was a lot of kind of like Mel Brooks was at the peak of his powers, wasn't he? He had a lot of good films of this ilk as well, man.
Aye. It's like a parody of other films, isn't it? And it's just, what was the last one that was done? Probably a Scary Movie 5 or something like that.
Aye, well, after Scary Movie 2, they kind of just became stupid.
Aye.
Say, no funny. But my missus came in last night and goes, "What the hell is this you're watching? It looks ancient." I'm like, "Are you telling me you've never seen Airplane?" She's like, "No." I was like, "Shona, if our manages to survive another week, you need to watch this film." "Nah, watch it. It'll make your life seem better. It'll make the world seem fucking brighter." She's like, "No. Missing out, man. Missing out." Absolutely brilliant. 43-year-old, mate.
That's a long time.
I was 2 when this came out. 2-year-old I was. You weren't even floating in your daddy's sack.
Oh, them were the days.
Your dad might have still been at school, was he? Maybe.
I don't know, maybe. Possibly, aye. But, because I remember the first time I seen this, I think it was on like Channel 5, way back, and I was like, oh, I quite enjoy this. He didn't get half the fucking jokes, mind you, but I was like, I like this.
Way back in the day when you had 2 AA batteries in your remote control, you see, and you had to lift it up. It was a heavy remote control back then.
Aye.
Your 5 channels.
Aye, you had when you press the buttons on the TV, they actually clunk and make noises because there was springs behind them there.
Aye, but there was a security about that. There was a good feel about that. I like that. Click. See, before remote controls were invented, I was the remote control.
Aye.
My dad, up and change that to 3. Oh, stay there, back to 2.
Aye.
Fucking
I
bastard.
think that happened in every single house. Well, see, eventually somebody loses the remote control, you know what I mean? And it's, here you, get that changed out to channel 3. But daddy.
Aye, but see, if something fell down the back of a couch back then, you'd have been down there for about 3 weeks. Back of that couch, man. Just everything down there. I remember when the remote control for the VCR, man, VHS VCR, the remote control was on a wire. Oh, dearie me. We thought we were at a height of technology, you know. Thing, it's got 3 buttons on it, it's on a wire. I'm on the couch. I'm on the couch, taping. Let me tape him. Anyway, we'll get to this. So at the very start, mate, even the opening credits have you pissing yourself laughing, didn't they?
Aye, because it starts with playing the Jaws theme tune, doesn't it?
Aye.
But it's the clouds, and you just see the back. What is it? The back wing of this airplane.
The tail of the airplane going through the clouds.
That's at the tail.
Like Jaws's fin going through the water. Oh. And then at the very end, plane comes up, flash hat. And then we're just getting into the music, which is fucking dun 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 dun. Oh, so dramatic.
My Folian was, her name was Elaine. She's walking into the airport.
Yes, following Elaine. Aye, just the hustle and bustle in airport. And if you don't listen for it, because we've seen this obviously hundreds of times, isn't it? Because we know, but if you don't listen for it, the tannoy announcers end up arguing with one another, a woman and a guy. That just escalates, doesn't it?
Aye. No parking in the red zone. No, there is parking in the red zone. There's no parking in the white zone. This is because you want me to get an abortion.
It's really the best thing to do. Don't start this white zone shit.
Because Elaine gets
Elaine, as you say,
she gets approached with
arrives
some member of the faith or something, isn't it? And he's like, "Hello, would you like to make a donation? Here's a flower." And she goes, "No, but thank you." And keeps walking.
That's so apt, that, because that's just what people don't do. It would be, and then his reaction, what do you mean, no? Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking brilliant. That's the way people look at you today. If you say no, and they say why, and you just say, I don't want to.
Aye, I know. You've got to have a reason. No.
So we're seeing people arrive at the airport, and then the jive guys, they arrive. Hunker me to the bone, brother blood, and they can speak in jive, nobody can understand them. Brilliant, man.
See that the other bit as well? What is it? They're going to check in, and it's like the X-ray machine, and it's showing you like a guy's ribcage and all that shit. And then the next thing is that if you have any metal objects in your pockets, just please take them out now. And this guy whips out his keys, then pulls his arm off, and then pulls a big silver leg off.
I just for shits and gigs, man, it's brilliant. So next thing we know, our hero arrives, Ted. He arrives in a taxi and just jumps out the taxi, and a guy jumps in it. So he just says, "We're back in a minute," and he puts the meter on. And that's a running joke throughout the film. Next thing we know, the banksman's down in the tarmac, just telling the plane where to go. And a guy comes and asks him where something is, and he goes, "Over there." And the plane comes through the big window, man, smashing through the terminal.
Flashes right into the terminal. Oh, superb, man. Now, what is it? Ted then talks to Elaine into it. Oh, I think we should get back together and all that. See, every time they have a moment together, it's this mad whimsical music in it.
I knew you were going to say it. Because I've put in brackets beside every time they talk, music, music, music.
It's like, bro.
It's Mills and Boone shit, innit?
Aye, mate, it's fucking so bad, man. But what is it? Elaine ends up saying to him, the one thing you need in a partnership is respect. And I can't love a man I don't respect. And she runs away from him. And Ted just turns to the screen and goes, "What a pisser."
It's brilliant to me. It doesn't just turn in day, it turns and then there's a camera. Oh, what a pisser. Fucking brilliant, mate. So, next thing we know, Captain Over's at the magazine store. He's just looking through magazines and he just goes to the whacking material section. Pulls up a scuddy.
Aye, what is it? Modern sperm he's reading.
No, it doesn't spare, mate.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Oh.
So he gets a call in the tannoy. Captain Over to the white phone. And he goes there and picks up a headphone. No, the white phone. Oh, sorry. Hello. Then the tannoy goes again. Captain Over to the white phone. I got it. Thank you.
Aye. And it's some mad doctor into it. Telling him
Oh.
he's going to have a wee lassie on his plane. It's just to let her mother know that we've found his heart. As it goes into the doctor's office, he's just get see bottles and bottles of mayonnaise behind him, right? And right on the desk, if I get this heart just pumping away on a petri dish, you know what I mean? Fuck's sake. And when he talks to him about it, what is it? He says, keep an eye on an IV and keep her elevated or whatever the fuck it is. And then you just, it starts bouncing higher, you know what I mean? It bounces into the screen.
Bouncing a bit like a fucking frog, man.
Oh.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on her. Thanks, doctor. Brilliant, man.
Oh, and then the tannoy goes, "Oh, there's a Mr. Ham on line 5," and that's when the captain goes, "Okay, give me ham, hold the mayo."
Give me ham on 5 and hold the mayo. It's just written so well, man.
Oh.
So Ted he knows Elaine's a stewardess on the plane, but he's got history. He can't get on the plane just yet, and that's when he starts talking about the war. I haven't got on a plane since the war. I was in the war, when I was in the war, you see.
Oh. Aye. That's the kind of like the breakup is, isn't it? And she says, "When I get to Chicago, I'm just going to restart my life." Aye. And he's just left.
I won't be coming home, Ted. Let's start a new life. I think she get voiced over by Officer Hooks for Police Academy, man. So she walks away, and Ted raging, the wee Hare Krishna guy, comes up to him. "Would you like this flower from the Church of Consciousness?"
Aye, wax him one. Oh, but it's the captains in it. They're all sitting in the cockpit, all talking and all this, going through the final checks. And then there's a wee black guy who pops up, starts spraying stuff onto the windscreen and washing it and all that. Then servicing the engine.
Aye, lifts the hood, starts checking the oil and all that. And then they can't get the bonnet back down, so he just tries everything and he just jumps on it, shuts it, slides off. Ah!
Oh, man.
Oh, wait, man. And that's when you first kind of have a wee click to Victor, Roger, Victor, over. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, that might come into play later, that.
It cuts back a rod into it to the wee guy still sitting in the taxi cab. He's sat going, "What is this prick?"
And then we're kind of boarding the plane as well, and you just see there's this young boy, but his mannerisms and his dress are like a full-grown businessman, isn't he? And he's checking out the young lassie that's dressed like an adult, I know. Looking at the back of her legs.
Aye, because the eyes are up and down, didn't he? And then he goes, "Oh, it's a fine set of ankles she's got there." Oh.
She fair puts him in his place later, but I'll tell you. So Ted, he's decided, fuck it, I'm going to go on this plane. I need to talk to Elaine. And all that, and he goes up to the desk, didn't he? And I want he asked for it. I want a one-way ticket to Chicago.
No baggage.
Smoking and non-smoking. Smoking. She gives him his ticket, it's pure on fire.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid, man. Oh, super. But that's
as soon as he sees it, he starts having flashbacks, didn't he? Sees the plane on the tarmac, mate.
Aye, just dog fights in the sky and all that, isn't it? But then this is when it goes back onto the plane, and it's you're sitting with the two black guys who are just speaking jive, but they've actually put up subtitles so you can follow what they're saying. Oh,
that's brilliant. Did you see that man looking at my girlfriend? If he did that again, I would punch him. That's what we're reading. It's not the way they're talking in it, though.
Aye, oh, mate, it's superb, because they just finish it with golly. You know what I mean? Like, like it's two English talking.
Oh, brilliant.
Superb, man. But where's the next bit? Ted's climbed onto this, because even he's getting onto the plane, I know. It's pure dun dun dun.
Aye. That's the first nod we have to this other bit of music that comes in later again. And I've got a theory about that bit of music, and I'll get to it because I've highlighted it later. I'll let you. When I say it, I bet you go like that. Enough. But there we go. So as Ted sees a lane, fucking mad music. Then the no smoking and fasten your seatbelt signs come on, didn't they?
I know smoking. Then I take it the next bit's like Spanish or something. Well, pretend Spanish, and it's like Ella no smoking.
Put on the seat belts.
I put on the seat belts. Oh mate, superb, man. But
so Ted takes his seat with this wee old woman. Looks like your typical wee old cookie bacon fucking Wilder's original dishing out bitch, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Oh, are you nervous? No. I've been nervous lots of times. First time. I fucked that up.
Oh mate, superb, man. But then this is where you get something, it's so stupid, but it's obviously a piss take the old films. It's like a young army guy and his missus, and they're saying goodbye, and he's goodbye, my love, goodbye.
Goodbye, my darling. I love you, darling. But she starts chasing the plane like an old train. But see the wee guy coming out, I know. All aboard.
Aye.
You better hurry up, son.
You better get on board, son. Oh, mate. And soon as she's running, like, it gets stupider and stupider because she's running through a crowd to begin with, like, bye, all right, every day, bye. And then she starts running into these big metal structures and knocking them out.
And see when she's running, I know at the start, there's smoke, as if she's chasing a train, smoke coming after it. Bye, my darling. He's just, fuck off, my love. Piss off. Come on now. Do you know what I mean?
What's your watch?
We flash to the real lassie that's getting a heart transplant, and she's just, oh, mother, this is so exciting. Gee
really,
willikers, mister.
No fooling.
I know. And obviously, it's just a wee nod to say this is a lassie on the plane. The mother's, just you rest, don't get excited and all that. And then we go to the cockpit, and my pilots are doing their final checks. And that's when you hear the Roger, Victor, Victor, Roger, Roger, over, what? And every time, Roger's like that.
The co-pilot's called Roger, and the navigator's called Victor. And he's saying, "God, Roger, Roger,
Roger, Victor, Victor, Captain, over." So finally, we then take off, didn't we?
Aye, I mean that's what we were saying before we started this, wasn't it? See the beginning of this, there's just so much yet crammed in.
That's where I've put the music nod again. It's the exact same as Ghostbusters music, dramatic, but when you see like fucking Zool and all that on the roof and shit, na 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 na. Listen for it, mate.
Listen for it. But we're on the plane in it, and it's a nun, isn't it? And she's reading a magazine called A Boy's Life. And it cuts to a wee boy, and he's reading a magazine, and it's a nun's life, but it's got like a nun on a wave on a surfboard, know what I mean?
Modern nun.
Oh,
and then stewardess, she asked the wee woman, would you like something to read? She, do you have anything light? She just pulls out this flimsy, tiny little leaflet. and says, I have this leaflet on famous Jewish sports legends. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice, thank you.
Oh, but then it cuts to Higby, did it? Is it not the old granny? She goes, oh, oh, is that how you're trying to win back? It's a shame you don't get on. I can see why you miss her. She's lovely, and she's got a cute body, perky breasts.
Powerful, strong thighs, warm, succulent breasts. She's fucking like that, man. So then Ted starts to regale. She thinks she's getting away with it because she takes her glasses on, and then just he starts talking, and she's like,
Oh,
okay, go on.
Oh, mate. Oh, he just starts mentioning this bar he was in, didn't he? I goes in one night for a couple of drinks. The sort of place you don't enter unless you know how to throw your hands. Know what I'm saying?
This place was actually worse than Detroit.
Again, mate, Detroit getting pelters. Detroit must be a really bad place, man.
It must be. They've obviously never built that fucking Delta City, man. So we get to this kind of mad bar with a lot of undesirable looking people in it. And the first thing we see is two Girl Scouts. One accuses the other one of cheating at cards, and they start having a proper stunt fueled Barney, didn't they, man?
Aye. It's like throwing through tables, smashing glasses over the heads and all that. It's rowdy, man, isn't it? But that's how it starts, isn't it? They're fighting and all that, and it gets to the point where one of the lassies throws the other one right down the bar into it, and she flies into the jukebox, and that's what kickstarts the Bee Gees staying alive in it.
He can't start dancing with. He's just been rigor mortis or something, man.
Oh, super.
And then Ted's talking, obviously, and he says, it's the first time I ever saw a line, and I had to ask the guy next to me, pinch me. He does it, and the guy looks at him, walks away.
Moves away. He's like, I didn't expect to go into that. I didn't go into that pub to fall in love that night, but it just so happened that luck was on my side because Elaine's dancing with this guy, isn't she? And the next thing, some wee pirate-looking guy just stabs him in the back. She thinks he's dancing. He's trying to tell he's got a knife in his back. She starts mimicking his dance. Oh, man.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So
then Ted does the hat and jacket thing, doesn't he?
He throws his hat to the side, doesn't he? And starts walking towards the dance floor, and then somebody throws the hat back. And then he gets it there in the dance floor. Takes his jacket off, doesn't he? And throws it to the side and does the Saturday Night Fever pose, doesn't he? And the next time the jacket comes back, it fucks him right in the face.
Oh, it's brilliant. So they start dancing, him and Elaine. Obviously, the crowd have made a big circle for them and all that. So it's just him and Elaine doing the 70s disco jiving and all that. Really, really good. He grabs her and he flings her up there for about half an hour. Everybody's just waiting, they're coming back to.
Oh, mate. Mate, see, hang on, man. They're dancing, right? And then see the next thing, Elaine has got him by the ankles and she's spinning him round the pub, man.
I know. She's got a pure Pedro Pascal face on.
Aye.
Doing it. And she lets him go, man. Oh! But he bounces back in with a mad sound effect there. Springboard. Puts his arms back up again.
Oh, mate. And this is when he just starts doing every dance move, doesn't he, man? Oh, it's...
He starts doing the mamushka.
Oh.
No horns, nor that.
It just gets outrageous. Oh.
So fast forwards to them being the last two in the bar, just slow dancing with one another. And the wee lasses are still fucking fighting the wee Girl Scouts, man.
That's the last thing you hear, isn't it? A punch and a wee lassie's body flies into the screen. But it comes out of the memory sequence, doesn't it? And it's Ted still sitting in his chair telling the story. And he goes like, I hope I haven't bored you with this. And then you just see the wee old granny, she's hung herself. And
Wee pair of ankles.
Oh,
You
superb,
pair of
man.
ankles hanging down, man. Brilliant. So, so she's hung herself in. Joey is in his seat. Gee, mister, do you think I might be able to see the cockpit? Come on now, Joey. I see what I can do. Madeleine says she'll see what she can do. So the Jive guys ordered dinner, didn't they?
I do. Somebody orders steak, somebody orders fish. You know what I mean? But Elaine's like that, can't understand them because they're still talking jive.
So this is quite a good point to have this conversation with it. The dinner order, right? Now the order is steak or fish. However, we don't remember it as steak or fish, didn't we? No,
No, I remember it being chicken or fish.
chicken or fish, mate. And I think that's a possible Mandela effect situation right there.
Because,
It's thrown me.
because obviously later on in the film, see when Leslie Nielsen pops up and he's a doctor, and obviously he starts taking the eggs out of this woman's mouth. That's how, again, I'm positive that was fucking chicken. The people that were getting sick were having chicken, and that's how you were getting birds' eggs coming out of people's mouths. Know what I mean?
But if anybody else remembers it the way we remember it, please let us know. Definitely, man.
But
it's mental.
But the next thing into the wee guy, he's came in with 2 cups of coffee, hasn't he? And he goes, "Oh, would you like a coffee?" I don't mind if I do. It says the other at it.
Cream and sugar?
Aye. Cream? No, I take it back. Just like my man.
Wee boy. What? Jesus Christ. So we're now time for an Elaine flashback. And it's that whimsical music again. And it's him and Ted and her running on the beach, all Mills and Boone, romantic like and stuff.
Aye.
And this is, see the way she says wonderful? Oh, Ted, I never knew I could be so happy. These past few weeks have been wonderful. Oh, Elaine, I love you. And then they're lying on the beach, the fucking waves coming in. They're covered in seaweed and all that.
Aye, all the shite for the sea. There's like dead fish and all that stuck behind them. All that shit in it. But that's it. The need to, he says to her that he's got his orders, he's leaving in the morning and all that stuff. Oh, when will you
I've
be
written
back?
about the mission.
Aye.
I've written about the mission. We're landing in the east. We're going through Taiwan. We're taking the submarine. There's going to be 10 of us. Oh, when will you be back? Can't tell you. That's classified. Oh, I was. No, that way you laugh and nothing comes out. It's Billy Connolly says. That was me, man. Just so well written.
Oh, but the next thing into it, wee Joey gets taken to the cockpit, mate. I still see some of these things. You know what I mean?
Take it away, mate. You take it away.
So the next time Joey comes in, he's like, "Wow, mister, I've never been in a cockpit before." And the captain just starts going, "Say, Joey, have you ever seen a grown man naked?"
You can see Elaine just kind of. That's not appropriate.
Say, Joey,
You
ever hang around a gymnasium?
Okay, Joey, I think we've annoyed the captain. Ah, nonsense. Nonsense. You're having fun, Joey, right? Yeah, sure, mister. Say, Joey. Fucking. Oh, no, but that's when Joey says to Roger, "Hey, I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar."
And he's like, "No, I'm the co-pilot, Roger."
Like, oh, I think you're great, but my dad says you're lazy. You could do a lot more on defense. No, kid. I'm a pilot. That's brilliant, man. My pilot, look. Then he just grabs him and goes like, "Look, kid, I'm up there busting my ass every night. Tell your old man fucking run up and down that court for tours."
Aye.
Me,
Just a
Joey's just
character
pure
break,
thing,
innit?
me.
Aye.
But Captain Hoover just still says him, "Hey, Joey, do you like movies about gladiators?"
Oh, mate. Oh, it's See that, but see that. I still say that to my brother because I remember I was watching it and laughing at it and just at random times. Say, Davey, you ever seen a grown man naked?
Rang me you. Oh, but Elaine and Ted are having a wee thing, mate, and they're having a wee reminisce. And what Elaine says comes away with just a mad line. And I used to love it how I used to sit on your face and made it all wrinkly. You know.
Aye. And this is when you get a wee flashback again into it. It goes back to the army hospital. And you've got all these poor bastards all screaming and all this injured and all this shit. Elaine's talking to Ted, and she's like, a telegram came this morning. And he's like, a telegram? What is it? It's a small piece of paper with information on it, but that's not important right now.
Oh, where we're from, the hospital. What is it? It's a big building with lots of patients, but that's not important right now either. So they're in the hospital and all that. Ted's painting proper easel and all that and paints it. And fucking she's just trying to talk to him. But it turns out Ted's lost 6 guys under his command. And then she says, oh no, 7. George Sipp died later on. Just to make him feel better, know what I mean?
There's this big spit of water into it. But then he goes back to drawing his painting, doesn't he? And it's a pure mental picture. It's like a soldier standing with a machine gun in one hand, one of his legs on the other back of his head, and he's got a baby in the other hand, right? And you're like, that's fucking mental, that. And he's sitting painting away. The next thing you go, Ted, can I take a break? Yeah, sure. Then this is when you see this guy. He's been posing in that.
Oh, brilliant. You just don't expect it. So they're getting in, as you say, getting in his like patients, and she's like, what's wrong with him? What's her problem? And Ted's telling him what's wrong. And then there's this woman, she thinks she's fucking Captain whatever. And she just starts getting it, trying to sing, you'll be great. What is it? Fucking, you'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Starting here. Starting now. And the doctors just dose her up, man, to try to sleep. Brilliant.
Oh, war is hell.
So we're very quickly back to the plane. And stewardess Randy, her name is, she's saying, would you like another cup of coffee? I will, but Jim won't. You know what? I will have another cup of coffee. And she just fades into her own thoughts. Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home. It's so pointless, it's funny.
Oh, superb, man. But
so it's music time, isn't it?
Oh, the next thing is that there's Randy, did you say that?
Randy.
She goes and she asks to run for a guitar and all that because the wee lassie out front. She's got to sing a song, right? And see when she starts this, she goes to sit beside the wee lassie, and the wee lassie goes like to her, oh, you have a guitar. That's swell.
Oh, swell. I know, she's just pure child 1930 actress lassie, ain't she, man? It's funny. And so Randy's like, yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little song to cheer you up and all that. So this is brilliant. The song's got a slow build up. And it's bring, bring. And it's just like melodic. And every time she's doing it, people just lean in.
Listen and smile, don't they? Everybody's all leaning in, having a wee look. And then I completely forgot about this. The next thing, there's a guy pops down for the ceiling and smiles and cocks his head a wee bit.
Aye. The people in the 2 aisles have come in like that, and then he just gives an upside down smile. So everybody's looking at one another.
See, the other bit that was fucking hilarious at all. See, when it goes to the cockpit, and Roger and the captain smile at each other, but then you've got Victor in the back, and he leans back, smiles, and tilts his head.
To the camera.
Oh.
So then Randy the song just kicks on up. Looking at you. There is only one river. And she swings swings the guitar, knocks the wee lass's drip out. Nobody notices. Wee lass slap.
I literally starts dying on the plane, and the whole, even a more, they're all clapping and all that. Know what I mean? Oh.
So she gets it in. The wee lassie gets it in herself. And then Randy knocks it out again, but this time the mom notices, know what I mean?
Aye.
Funny,
Oh,
so funny.
yeah. Oh, super, man.
Upside down guy, but brilliant. And he's not the last upside down guy in this era.
Oh.
But Ted has now got a new seat buddy, and it's bloody James Hong dressed as a kamikaze kind of pilot, isn't he?
Aye, he's dressed like a Japanese soldier sort of thing, isn't he? And then he starts telling him his story when Elaine and Ted volunteered to help. What was it? Some mad tribe? I can't remember what it was, but
Peace Corps, just out the jungle.
The Peace Corps. That's what it was. He's like, Ted's like, I taught them how to introduce ourselves like we do in the West, and he starts shaking this guy's horn and all that. And then the tribe leader goes like that, puts his hands out flat, like welcome to the village or something, and then Ted slaps his horns.
Give him 10.
The tribe leader doesn't even blink, man, just socks him right in the mouth. Oh.
Aye, pure systemic racism then when it was in the name of comedy, because the next thing he says, yeah, we taught them how to introduce themselves in sports, and he gives the guy a basketball. So this guy's like in a tribe, never seen a basketball in his life, nor that, but because he's black, they're all instantly superb.
Aye, that's it. Aye. Starts
spinning it on their finger, nor that.
Slam dunks on it, but mate, the other thing as well, Elaine's sitting with a woman in the tribe, and she's trying to sell them Tupperware.
What you can do is put your leftovers in that stretches your grocery dollar a little further. Just like Tupperware. Get on.
But I accepted a while into it. Ted's like, oh, aye, when we come back next year, I'll teach them how to play baseball. And Elaine says, Ted, I don't want to do this again and all this. I want to get on with plans we made for our life. And then Ted goes, everybody had plans before the war. Like, Ziff. And then
George Zip.
She walks away from him, didn't she? And the next thing he goes, and this is when my drinking problem started. And you're thinking he hits the bottle, he ends up a boozer. Turns out he just can't get the drink into his mouth.
It just soaks himself in the eye all the time, which is a running joke. So the next thing we flash back to the aeroplane, and our pal James Hong's just decided to kill himself, stab himself through the chest.
Stab himself through the chest, yeah, samurai, you know what I mean? Just rather than listen to this guy's story. Oh.
So this is when the first person complains of feeling ill, isn't it?
Aye. Oh, that's again. Joey goes back into the cockpit and he's got this basketball, obviously, and he's wanting it signed. And the captain just goes like that. Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
Oh, it's just a Larry rapey old bastard, isn't it?
Real fun. Oh.
So Jim, who ordered the second cup of coffee, starts vomiting in a bag. And then his wife goes back into her in memory again and goes, that's funny. Jim never vomits at home. She's fucking mental.
Oh, that's brilliant, man. Then this is it. Is there a doctor on board? We need to find a doctor. And this is Randy's gone to all the patients and the passengers, isn't she? And she comes across Leslie Nielsen. She's like, excuse me, are you a doctor? Yes, I am. It's because he's got his stethoscope and his ears. Like, fucking hell, man.
Just sit and listen to his own heartbeat. Stethoscope in. You know what I mean? So, woman starts, the first, as you said there's this one woman, the first woman he goes to, starts producing eggs out of her mouth. And the way he's taking them, half her is like sleight of hand in it. It's fucking mental.
Aye. But yeah, it cracks the last one. It comes up with, doesn't he? And a wee bird flies away, and he goes, it's just as I feared.
I know, but there's the embellish on it. See when the wee bird comes out the egg, see his face, just Leslie Nielsen's got this face. He's got many faces that can just buckle you with it.
Aye.
Without saying anything.
He's definitely missed as the big man. Oh, he's missed. Oh.
Superb. But that's when, again, I think I jumped the gun earlier and it says about the hospital. We got to get this woman to a hospital. What is it? It's a big building with lots of patients. That's not important right now. So Victor then collapses in the cockpit and Roger's pure sweating buckets into him, man.
Aye, that's it. The captain has to take Victor out, doesn't he? And then he starts talking to Leslie Nielsen.
See, this is one take.
Oh, I mean? Mate, it is super. I mean, I don't know how they got this shit done, by the way. Stephen, we're filming this. The outtakes for this must have been outrageous.
I need to have a look for him, man.
But because the next thing it says, how long is it before we can land? The captain says, I can't tell. You can tell me. I'm a doctor.
No, I mean I can't tell how long it'll be until we land.
Well, take a guess. I guess 2 hours. You can't make a guess for 2 hours.
Oh, I mean we can't land for 2 hours. But the next thing we know, Rogers end up collapsing. But just split scene dead quick. And by the time he's getting dragged out, he's got his fucking full basketball gear on, goggles and all that.
He's got the Lakers uniform on, isn't he? Oh, it's superb, man. But
then, then what do the patients have for dinner tonight? Oh, there was 2 options. There was steak or fish. Yes, I remember. I had the lasagna.
But that's what it is. She goes, well, what's the matter with the patients? And then that's when you see the captain. He's flying the plane, but he's also had fish. And
he looks down at the big comedy fish skeleton, man.
And then he starts writing off all the symptoms in it. First of all, there's like involuntary muscle spasms, and he's gone through all of them into it.
Before you know it, he'll be a blubbering rig drooling on himself. Stop mocking it. The guy does it.
Oh,
so good, man.
Is it
so good?
And involuntary flatulence and all, and he just starts going.
Oh, brilliant, man! See when he farts. See his face. He goes like that. Right. So, they're on the tannoy and all before that, and everybody's listening to the tannoy, so they're all looking up, and they don't notice Elaine and Randy dragging the 2 unconscious pilots and that up the aisle. You know what I mean? Because they're too busy watching the tannoy.
Oh, but that's it. The pilot, as you say, ends up a fucking lifeless mess, doesn't he? And then this is when they put on the autopilot. It's just an inflatable guy.
Oh, see when the plane's in trouble just before it inflates, and everything's shaking. You see a jelly wobbling, and it pans the woman's chest wobbling. No smoking sign comes on, and the no shagging sign underneath it. No fucking, we're in trouble. So Otto's the autopilot. He actually gets credited in the movie at the end, called Otto. Brilliant, man.
But it goes down to the ground control, doesn't it? And this is where you first see this guy at all, man. It's superb, man. See the stuff he's done, the body of work he's done, I know.
Such a vast body of work, and he has a famous daddy, and he's the Bridges, he's Jeff Bridges and Lloyd Bridges' daddy. He's just doing the barking out orders 1940 style to everybody, you know what I mean? That's brilliant. There's a set of Siamese twins there.
And
he tells you 2 of them different things.
So Oh, fucking brilliant.
I want you to get me a cup of coffee, and I want you to go down to the watchtower and get me last night's manifest.
Oh, aye. And he just starts hitting it with his line, doesn't he? Looks like I picked the wrong week to give up smoking. Oh.
So next thing you know, we're in the cockpit, and the autopilot starts deflating. And the plane starts going down. So she's on the horn to Bridges, and he's like, "What you got to do is there's a little valve at his belt buckle. You need to blow that up, get him back on there." Like, "Oh, I found it!" And she starts fucking blowing up the autopilot, and it looks like she's giving him a BJ, doesn't it?
Aye. I guess it cuts back to Leslie Nielsen, doesn't it? And he's in the cabin, and this woman's got her legs up on stirrups, and he's like, "What the hell is going on up there?"
To deliver him in. Or he's doing, which would be even weirder, he's doing like an inspection of a woman's vagina. That's going on in there, big legs up there. Brilliant. But he walks in, and obviously Elaine's down on the autopilot.
Aye.
He just walks back out.
Aye. Aye. As she's blowing up the autopilot into it, he's got a big smile on his face. And the heat starts nodding, like... Oh, but see, after he's blown up and the plane's steadied again, it cuts to like the outside of the cockpit, and the two of them are sitting with a fag.
Aye, her hair's all a pure mess, and he's got a big smile on his face. They're not saying one another, but she just looks at him, didn't she?
Aye.
As if, aye, done it. That'll do you. So the next thing I've got down here is Doc explains. He says, "Aye, we need a pilot. We need somebody that can fly this plane who, excuse me, who didn't have the fish." Yeah, self-explanatory.
Oh.
But Elaine doesn't. She knows Ted is probably the best candidate. She says, "No, I don't know anybody on this plane that's like that." Fuck you, you little bitch. You know what I mean?
See when the doctor says to him, "No, Elaine, you're part of this crew. Can you take the seriousness of this?" And she goes, "No." And he goes, "Okay, if you don't land this plane in 2 hours, I can't be sure I can save any of these people."
I want you to get on that blower and calm down the passengers. So she does. She's on the, "Hello, this is Elaine. This is your stewardess speaking." In a wee Mad Hook's voice. "I just want to tell everyone everything's okay, and we had a little bit of bumpiness, and everything will be all right. And oh, by the way, can anybody fly a plane?" And they all go, "Ah!"
I mean, and again, for absolute no reason, a topless woman runs in front of the camera and just wobbles her tits and runs the other direction again.
It's always time for that. So we then cut to a guy pulling up at a house, didn't we? And it's a guy for the airport that's been sent to pick up like fucking Captain Rex Kramer. Rex Kramer.
This is so fucking mental. It's like obviously it's like a wee geeky guy with glasses, right? And he's there to get Rex Kramer. And Mrs. Kramer lets him in the house. And the next thing, this fucking dog, like a house pet thing, just starts turning into a Rottweiler and attacking this guy. And the woman's like, "No, ship, net down. Oh, he's just playing with you." And you can hear it fucking.
But she says shit, come, and it does. It goes away from him for 2 minutes, but it's sitting at her feet, and it's obviously just can't handle the guy anymore. It goes for his throat, doesn't it? And by this time, Captain Rex is down talking to his wife, and the guy's getting mauled in the background. Brilliant, man. And then Rex is in front of a mirror. And he's doing his tie. He's just going to say cheer out his wife. "Okay, sweetheart." And he walks out the mirror, doesn't he? Brilliant, man.
That's superb, man. Oh. But we're back onto the plane again, and Ted's talking to some guy. And the guy's pouring petrol on himself.
Aye. The guy looks like one of the defenders of the Grail, man, for Indiana Jones.
Aye. Oh. He's just getting ready to set himself on fire into it, and the next thing he's asked to go up to the cockpit.
"What is it?"
And
"It's a little room at the front of the plane with pilots in it, but that's not important right now." The guy's sitting with a match into man. And then Ted just says, what do you think? Think I should go? Brilliant.
But the next thing he steps into the cockpit and he realises there's no pilots and it's just the doctor standing there, isn't it? And he goes, aye. Can you land this plane? We need you to land this plane. He's like, surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Oh, first time he says it. Superb, man. So he says, well, I used to fly single engines back in the war. But this has got 4 engines. It's like an entirely different kind of flying altogether. And then they all go, it's an entirely different kind of flying. No, man.
And then it does this pan across the dashboard, doesn't it? And it just goes on for about 8 years.
Dials for days, I've wrote that.
Dials for days. And it cuts back and the guy's still in the taxi.
Aye. Still in the taxi, the meter's up at $113. See the dials when he's panning by them? I'm almost certain there's a couple of comedy dials there, but I was a wee bit inebriated last night. I never took notes. You know what I mean? But Bridges is back on the hang me. He's telling everybody their orders. Then the guy gives him, Chief, it's your wife. I want the kids in bed. I want the man alone. I want the garbage taken out. And tell the milk man again, no more cheese.
And then he stands at this table, doesn't he, and leans on the table. And it's there's a picture of the exact same stance on the wall, isn't it? It's just, it's
so good,
it's
man.
just so stupid, man. But this is like, so you've got Kramer driving with this wee messenger guy, and it's obviously the old back screen that they played films and to make you think they were driving. And the next thing you see this cyclist getting knocked in.
Why I oughta?
And
then it goes all crazy, and then it's fucking they're getting chased by Red Indians on horses and all that.
It's just so stupid, man.
And then Kramer's on like a mobile phone, a car phone, and you just hear him going like that. Keep them at 24,000. No, feet. What else could the guy have said on the phone, man?
Oh, mate.
So Elaine comes into the cockpit. Ted, what are you doing here?
Aye. He's like, I need to fly this plane and all this. And the next thing, I can't remember this either. There's a wee Jesus on the dashboard. And the next thing, wee Jesus covers his eyes.
Mind that, but that was fucking mental, man.
Oh.
Next thing you've got is Jim's wife, and she's getting a bit hysterical. Oh, we're gonna die, we're gonna cry. Down now, calm down. Gets a wee dig, then the doctor's turn. I've got this, slaps her, and then it just shows you everybody's lining up to fucking
there's a woman standing with a gun and all that, you know what I mean? Oh.
Guy with a baseball bat, somebody with chains. The nun's fucking slapping her an arm.
Oh, then it's Kramer, isn't it? He's coming through the airport, isn't it? And it's these mad people of the faith. And he starts pushing them away to begin with, right? But then he just starts socking them, doesn't he? He just starts saying about them.
There's one cracking bit where he turns and does like a wrestling move and flips a guy in his shoulder and all that, and it's him that does it. It's brilliant. And he flings another guy into a counter, and it's dramatic music. It's fucking superb. And then you hear the tannoy again about people matching their own luggage, and you just see a lot of people sitting on the carousel, getting round and round for some reason.
Aye, but that's it. Rex gets into this control room, doesn't he? And he's wearing a pair of sunglasses. And he whips them off, and he's got another pair of sunglasses after that.
While him and Bridges are talking about the severity of the situation, a spear gets flung into the wall, and a watermelon explodes behind them. Just for no reason, man.
It's so mental, isn't it? And then it's
That's
just
when Bridges.
Aye. Looks like I picked the wrong week to give up drinking.
Aye. Gave up drinking, but he still had a trusty hip flask full of alcohol on him, you know what I mean? So Ted and Kramer, they've got history, man. They start chowing on chewing. They start talking on the mic, and they've got history. They don't like one another, don't they?
Aye, they start. Aye, this is my bird and all this. I'm in control and all that. And then Kramer's like, I need to build up his confidence and all this. And then the next thing what is it he says? He must leave his finger on the button. And he starts criticizing Ted. He's like, the guy's a madman. They've no chance. They're gonna crash and die. There's no.
Oh, brilliant. So Kramer then he's talking again. He throws a fag out the window, and Bridges just goes like that. That's an explosion for no reason. So it says to Ted, says, okay, Ted, Striker, you're going to have to disengage the autopilot. Get a feel for the bird. It's going to be a lot heavier than what you're used to. So disengages autopilot. The plane immediately goes into and the autopilot starts floating about.
I know some bad woman trying to do makeup. She's got a lipstick right around her eye and all that. But when it levels the plane out into it, the autopilot has got a lane by the tits.
You still rip them off, you know what I mean?
So
the doc goes out and talks to the passengers to try and calm them down and just tells them a shitload of lies. And as he's doing it, his nose is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Two jive guys are look at them, man.
Wait, it's so good, man. And then this is the two black guys are one of them's sick, isn't it? And Hershey, this is like, I don't understand. And then this wee sweet old woman gets up, doesn't she? She's like, excuse me, but I can speak some jive.
You just hang loose, blood. Papa gonna go and get you some medicine. I ain't stupid, pretty mama. I know that, but shit. Jaffa don't want no help. Jaffa don't get no help. Shit. Oh, it's so good.
Oh dear.
So the next thing, Bridges has a readout off the printer, and he's not happy with whatever's on it. And he says, Johnny, what do you make of this? Well, I can make a pretty hat or a brooch or a bird. He's fucking hilarious, that guy.
Is it somebody?
Makeup.
Whose wife is it, the phone?
Captain Over's wife.
Is that? Aye, Captain Over's. And then she turns the light on and she's in bed with a big horse.
I know. Okay, I gotta go, but please don't be here when you get back. And the horse just looks at her and goes,
the back door's open, there's oats outside. What?
I know. I left you oats outside. So Ted starts echoing himself in the cockpit and all, which is just a funny little skit. He starts talking. Me, echo.
Oh, but that's a thing as well.
Guy, gonna get some air.
It ends up like a pure fucking wind tunnel in the plane, doesn't it?
See, mate, when he does this, go back and watch the guy at the back of him. You see his hair and his eyebrows and all that, and his beard. It just looks as if I think they were maybe meant to fly off, but they never. Wait, he's fucking mental looking, man. Big comedy beard and all that.
Aye. But then we're back in the control centre again, aren't we? And Bridges says to some guy, check how long's left. And for some reason, he opens this microwave and there's a chicken in there and he's like, 2 minutes left. But that's mad. That's Mike for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Mike for Breaking Bad and also Cop for Gremlins. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Well, 2 minutes, Chief. Again, a chicken. You know what I mean?
It's like 2 minutes? What? How could it be 2 minutes?
They're up there. They've got no instruments. And then it cuts to the cockpit and I'll get fucking trumpets and trombones.
Then Bridges again. Looks like I picked the wrong week to give up amphetamines.
Then the press all burst in, didn't it, man? The pure, like, hey, it's a press, eh?
I tell them a wee story into it, and the wee guy goes, all right, let's take some pictures. And the next thing they start whipping all the pictures off the wall.
See when they put the microphones up in front of Kramer's face? One's a wee melted ice cream. Aye. Brilliant, man. Can you tell us what kind of plane it is? Oh, it's a big, pretty white plane. It's like a big tile and all. Mad Johnny.
Mate, see that bit and all when it's you start seeing all the different newsreels and all that, and then there's one who just goes, "Boy trapped in refrigerator eats own foot."
Oh, that's what I wrote down. I highlighted that one. There was others, but that just stuck out. He trapped in refrigerator eats own foot. Oh, then it starts going to the news is reaching all the television news channels around the world. This just in, it goes to a wee Hawaii guy with drums. He gets a new set of sticks. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, it's so mental,
The wee
man.
woman. Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like a drink? Certainly not. Then she cuts away and starts taking lines off him.
2 lines of coke. Oh, mate. Oh, that's it. What is it? They're back in the cockpit, isn't it? And
Aye.
again, Ted says something to the doctor, and it's something like, I mean, surely you can't be serious. And he goes, I am serious. Stop calling me Shirley.
Oh, brilliant. So then the nun, she starts singing R-E-S-P-E-C-T at the two jive guys to make them feel comfortable. I mean, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
Aye, Ted's having a mad flashback and all. And see his flashback this time is like the first inventions of the flying machines. Like a guy on a bike crashing up a mountain and all that. Like, fucking hell.
The Wright brothers.
Aye.
All that shit. Oh, so funny, man. So Randy's pure scared. She's like that. But the doctor calms her down. He goes, look, you're a young woman, right? You've got your whole life ahead of you. Everything will be all right. Then Jim's wife comes in and goes like that, says the exact same thing. But at the end it says, but at least I got a husband. And Randy goes, oh!
Oh, mate. And I was that as well.
Now the shit's really hit the fan.
Aye.
Fan shite.
Aye. Oh, mate. It's so good. Oh.
Ted has a wee meltdown, doesn't he? And he says, I can't do this, and gets up, walks out the seat, doesn't he?
Aye.
And then just plops the fucking autopilot in it.
Yep. That's fucking this bad guy Johnny in the background, he's just doing a wad of mad shit. He's a highlight man, but he's just fucking the madness he's doing.
The fog's getting thicker and Leon's getting larger.
Oh, Jesus, man.
So the doc goes down to talk to Ted, didn't he? And Ted's like, look, I'm not a guy, I can't do it. No, I've not got the chops. I hear you, and I understand what you're saying, and you remind me of a young airline pilot that I died during the war. His name was George Zip. George Zip said that. Yeah.
Aye.
Music playing when he realizes George Zip loved him.
Aye. Inspires Ted to take the plane, doesn't he? Start flying the plane again.
I got a plane to land.
Aye, but Ted says to Kramer, into hey, I'm going to land this plane. It appears the hands on the other foot, Kramer? What?
He knows he said it wrong. It looks, man. But Kramer, hey, you can't speak to him like that. That's okay. He's the boss, the head honcho, the big cheese.
Fucking hell, man. That's
me, John, big tree.
Aye. Me, John, big tree. He's like, come on, we gotta go to the tower. And he goes, the tower? Rapunzel!
Just pirouettes out the room, didn't he? Couldn't just look at them. But the passengers are sitting watching a movie in the plane, and it's plane crashes.
A plane crashes, not I mean. But mate, see this bit, I was fucking buckled at this last night. So they're all up in this watchtower, right? It's the captain's wife, Johnny, Kramer, like a referee, Bridges, and all that's right. They all get it resolved. Like Kramer says to the guy, "Hey, get your finger out of your ear. You don't know where it's been." And the guy pulls his finger in it and sniffs it and goes, "Ugh."
I know.
Maybe. See this bit with Johnny? Johnny goes like that. He opens up her jacket, right? And you think, oh, he's having a look at her, this dirty bastard. And he goes, "Where did you get that dress and these shoes? Jesus Christ."
And she's already distraught. She might lose her husband. And this pure random guy's just ragging on her wardrobe. Not I mean, where'd you get that dress? It's awful. And those shoes. Ugh, Jesus.
Mate.
Oh, so well done.
Kramer's saying to Bridges, isn't he? "We're going to need as many lights out there as we can get." And he's like, "Don't worry, I've got it sorted." There's just this big dump truck tipping lamps onto the runway.
Lamps and bulbs and shit all smashing. How are we looking up there, fellas? We're a bit dodgy here, sir. And the two guys are playing Atari, man.
Aye. Oh, superb. But it's the other thing I know. And it's like they're telling other planes to move out the way and all that. And this is Air Israel moving out the way. And it's a big jet. And it's got their beard and all that.
A big beard and a tea towel on it's front of the cockpit. So, it's like all vehicles to the thingy, and it's airport vehicles start coming out, then just random vehicles like Budweiser trucks and all that.
Tractors and all that. What is it? It says, when he comes into land, turn off the lights and all that. But sir, should we not be putting the lights on? He's like, "No, that's just what they'll be expecting."
Fucking rang movie, you know what I mean? So the stewardess says to them, "Okay, people, assume crash positions." And you think they're all going to just sit with their belts on and their heads between their legs, but they all start posing like they've crashed.
Oh, mate. And this is where you get hanged me. The doctor coming into the cockpit again, and he's just, "I just wanted to say, good luck. We're all counting on you." And they're like, "Oh."
Elaine says to Ted, "I'm very proud of you, Ted." And Kramer starts talking him down, isn't he?
Aye.
Over his wife.
And my Bridges.
Hands on him, not it.
My Bridges, but looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Falls back after doing it. Oh, it's brilliant. Striker, you went in too fast. And as he's saying that, you can hear him, but it's Bridges. And then the camera just starts turning round because Bridges is upside down. Big mad smiley face.
Oh, mate. Aye, and then
she's talking Ted down. There's a guy putting a washing in.
Aye. It's got pure mental in it. And as they're coming into land as well, isn't it? The landing strip, lights go out into it, and this is where you see mad Johnny. Johnny's pulling the plug out.
Just kidding. Spits it back in. You bastard. So crash positions. Bridges just takes a badging, doesn't he? My God, they're coming in too hard. They're gonna die. Jumps out the window.
He's coming right at us. We see everybody in the tower. They all just stare like that. What the fuck?
1 week from retirement. So the plane touches down, and they're taking like hell and all that because they're still going too fast. They're still in turmoil. And then Leslie Nielsen comes in. "Just want to tell you all good luck. We're all counting on you." Again.
Aye.
You know
My Ted's fucking profusely sweating and all that. Know what I mean? It's like a shiver on his fucking head. Oh. But I see a bit like the landed plane and all that, right? It comes to a skidding end and all this. After they've all landed and everything's all sound. Leslie Nielsen comes in the door again. "Just want to tell you, good luck. We're all kind of 3 times they say that.
I know. But as they're skidding along the runway, because obviously the front wheels have broke off and all that, the people in the arrivals, wee tannoy, plane now arriving at gate 8, gate 9, 10, still going and going and going. But as you say there, mate, Doc said, "Come in." Everybody's all hugs. Kramer's on the blower, isn't he? And it's, you know what? That was one hell of a landing.
He starts giving him this big speech, doesn't he? And Ted and Elaine have already walked out of the cockpit. And it's like you see everybody evacuating the plane. And that Kramer has still been talking this whole time.
He goes like that. He says, you know what it's like to fall in the mud and get kicked in the head with an iron boot? Nah, of course you don't. No one does. That's stupid. Forget that. Talking to me, man.
Oh, but that's it. It gets to the wee stage, and Ted and Elaine get a wee kiss into it, and that whimsical music comes back again. And fucking
the wee lassie heart patient gets all put on the ambulance nice and safely and buckled in, so you think she's all right. The ambulance pulls away, and you just hear bang. The ambulance just crashed. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate.
And then it's the autopilot in it.
The autopilot just blows himself up into it with a thumbs up, and obviously Mrs. Inflatable autopilot pops up as well into it, and starts playing that music again.
And he salutes and they fly away. Him and his inflatable Birdman, and that's it. The end.
Aye. But
apart from the hidden scene right after the credits.
Aye. Right at the end, after all the credits, you've got the guy still sitting at the airport in the taxi, waiting on Ted coming back.
What is it he says again? I forgot to write it down.
Oh, it's something like, I'll give him another 10 minutes, and then I'm off ski. I'm telling you.
Most patient man in the world, man.
Oh,
and that was it. Man. That was Airplane 1980, mate. Absolute giggle fest. I'm going to be interested to see how that listens back. Swomer, what did you get out of 10?
An 8. I'll get an 8.
An 8.
Superb, man.
Gone one me, I'm getting it a 9. For a 43-year-old film to still have me at 45 on a couch, having watched it for about 90th time, still laughing like a wee lassie.
Laughing like fuck, man.
Aye. It's just so good, man. And again, I think we done pretty well with the jokes we did cover, by the way.
Aye, I thought it was going to be there for about 2 days, getting everything, all these wee intricate fucking actions and all this that happened in it.
Oh, geez, we were quite fast today, so we were the time there. So, any Glaswegianisms for Airplane?
I don't think you can. Arrow.
Guy bus.
Arrow. Eh?
Guy bus.
Guy bus. Aye. Nah, that's about it for me, mate. Nah, I don't have fun.
Oh, well. Fuck you. So, thanks everybody that had a wee pop at our guesses for our cryptic clues the last few days. I think you've all kind of got on board when I put on the Air Jordan and the plane. You know what I mean? Oh, is that it? Well done. You're all dumb as fuck. But, and then thanks again to Tone Multimedia for his sponsorship over the last, few episodes. Next week, it will be my compatriot's choice. And are you keeping it close to your chest, mate?
We'll keep doing the guessing thing. Let's see if somebody gets it.
Well, before I kind of lost consciousness last night, I think one of your last texts was you were swithering between 2 or 3, was it?
2 or 3. I think I've narrowed it down to 2 now, but
so I don't even know at this stage. People, so get on board. It's a bit of fun, bit of guessing. You can win any virtual prize of your choosing. I will send it to you. Do you know what I mean? Lamborghini, they bother. Mansion, they bother. Fucking Parma Violets, they bother. I'll send you that virtual prize via GIF. So I will. But thanks again, everybody. Keep liking, keep sharing. It's all we can ask of you. And we'll keep doing the same to the loyal subjects that keep doing to us. Do you know what I mean? Big shout out again to Seismic and Chat Tsunami this week, who got in touch with me, wants to get us on and have a chat in a couple of weeks. But it should be quite good because he's the most articulated Scottish person I know. on the podcast. Doesn't swear, nothing. Very properly spoken. So I think we'll need to take a couple of Valium before we go on his show, mate. Big A3 laminated sign, do not swear. You know what I mean?
Oh, it can be done. It can be done.
It can be done. We've done it. We've done a couple of episodes without swearing. But these comedies are so hard because you just get excited. And try to put it, the one that tells the next joke and all that. It was excellent. But nobody wants us speaking like Scottish actors. Do you know Scottish actors? Like the advertisements and stuff. Hello and welcome to Johnston's Spar, where you can have a totally big workout and the best meal that money can buy. We don't talk like that. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Talking like your teeth are permanently glued together. Tom Inverness higher. You know what I mean? No, did they treat you like that? Central Station.
Everybody knows Ken.
You ken what I ken. You'll ken all about it, Ken. Ken? Even we don't get that.
But
you're up to the rest of the day, mate. Anything good?
Worshipping in the sun. That's it.
Worshipping?
Aye, worshipping, that's what I call it. Worshipping the sun god.
Thought you'd a prayer mat there. Well, I'll let you go because it looks premium out there. It looks lovely. I've got one of them boys off nursery, a wee sore stomach, so I'll away and do the daddy thing.
Yes.
And get this up this afternoon. See you bye.
See you bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just